Okay, good morning, and today we're on the fuel sensor. So let me show you how to remove that. It literally is just 4 screws. I'm replacing the cable. I can't live with burnt cables, burnt melted cables. So let's have a look what's inside here. And really, like I said, really easy to remove. Just the 4 screws. This is just a quick little video, just a quick how-to. So I know I said that I was just going to tape them up, but I can't do it. I can't just tape them up. I'm going to replace them cables. Right, okay. We have inside, as you can see, this is pretty grotty. This cable here is pretty grotty. It's pretty much melted. Just a spade connector. So I've got a couple of new cables, couple of new cable ends wrapped up. So I've got a spade connector. What's under here? What's under here? That's going to be the sensor. This one, I'm just, because the black and yellow one doesn't seem to be too bad. It's more the black one that's got the heat for some reason. So I'm going to put a new black cable in with a new spade connector in. The yellow one, because that seems to be part of this electronic connection, I'm going to leave that on there and just, I'm not going to leave the whole cable on there, but I am going to just cut it and cut and shut. Cut and shut. Just we should call it cut and shut. Okay. Let's have that off. Too far gone for me. See, this one's pretty good. So I'm just going to remake this one. Let's do it too short. So yellow and black. I'm just going to put it on a bullet connector. So that's pretty good, that one. Where's my connectors gone? The box of connectors. Don't you just love a box of connectors? Especially when they're in order. All kind of sorted out. Kind of like them when they're quite organised. Right, so we need a spade. And then we've got the same size spade there. Let's have that one off. That's just going to kick around. Oh, you can see it. Look. I'm going to take you close up. Take close up. See how manky that is? See, it's getting a little bit fried there. Definitely getting fried on the plastic. You can see the insulation. Pretty rotten. So we're having that one off. It's probably been on there since day one. Let's open out that spade a little bit. And pull her off. Right, off she goes. Off she goes. Obviously, because it came out of the hole, it's got to go back through the hole. Don't worry, I'm going to be insulating around the. I'll show you there. Oh, getting camera. There you go. Oh, I'm going to be insulating where the cable goes through the metal housing. I better take the camera out again. Ooh, 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 ooh. It's kind of in, out, in, out. I'm obviously in a lunatic mood today. Get this done. People coming round. Frustrating. I really should be like a little hermit that just lives up in the mountains. I kind of get my day planned in my mind the night before. Where's my crimps? Where's them crimps gone again? got to be where I put them back yesterday, haven't they? Yeah, I'm trying to get planned in my mind what I'm going to do the day before. And then it all gets disorganised. Yeah, they're not done with the crimps now. Oh, where they're about, because I had a mistake. Right, excuse me for 5. Switch them off, I'm going to go and find the crimpers. There they are. Would you believe it? They were on the workbench the whole time. Crimp that one on. Oh, crap. Again, crimp that one on. Always give it the tug test. Right, so he's back on there nice and tight. Now we're going to do, I have to cut this one a little bit shorter. Maybe a little bit shorter. Let's go for one of these. I don't know what these are. Called. It's not bullet connector. It's maybe an inline line connector, something like that. Get it on this side first. Then tug test. However well you think you crimped it, it really does pay to do a tug test. It takes a second. Oh, kind of ran the wrong way now. It takes a second, and it can save you hours of looking for an electrical fault. Push that in. Out. Okay, tug test done. Let's cut the tape. Let's cut the tape. I'm going to make sure that is insulated, protected all the way down. Remember, we're coming through a metal housing, so we don't really want that to bugger it up. Right, there she goes. That's her done. Let's take the camera out a bit. Out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Take the camera out a bit. A bit as well. Okay. Okay. Recording again. Because, do you know what? I had the recording on and it wasn't actually on, so it wasn't running. I put a spade connector on the black cable and I've put an inline connector. I assume it's an inline connector, this one, on the other cable. Don't need to take that one off. I've made sure I've insulated around the cutout that the cables go through. I'm sure you want to see that's where the cable goes through, so that's insulated around there. I'm just going to push my cables back through. Looks like quite tight that way, don't it? Make sure you don't trap any of the wires when you put the screws back in. Help from Black Cat today. Bear's in the workshop. Oh, she's gone, she's had a munch, that's it, she's off. You don't want to know. That's your screwdriver gone. So 4 screws to put it back down. Oh no, I've got to go. I can smell my cooking burning in the background. This is what I do. I put something on so I don't have to cook later. I really intensely hate cooking. If anyone out there thinks that I enjoy cooking, let it be known, I intensely hate cooking. I have got so much more better things to do with my time than cooking, like playing with my bike. And obviously, I want to get on with doing my bike, so I've put cooking on, and because I'm next to the kitchen is just through there, I can smell it burning. So, hold fire, I am going to turn the oven off. Well, that was a near escape. It has not burnt. That's a change, and it hasn't burnt. But I've turned the cooker off. I was making some Scotch eggs. They're not completely blackened. Let's get back to the bike. It's far more interesting. Okay, so I have the fuel sensor with a new run of cable. I've left the ends long because there's a reason why I've left the ends long is because I want to know how long they need to be on the bike. And we're going to get back to it.